What's going on, guys? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Let me see. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? What is going on? What is going on, guys? True circle. We already got 200 people on here. It's crazy. Let me see. Let me see. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? So let me pause the recording. Okay, so we're recording now.
Wonderful.
Can you turn on your video or not?
No, I still can't.
Okay, hold on. Maybe.
Did you make me a host or?
New host.
Yeah.
Host.
Am I a host on here?
Even if you're not host, you should be able to.
Let me stop this
I'll
chat.
make you the host if you want to show yourself. So now you're the host.
Well, we both should be. Oh, there we go. Can you share your screen? I mean, not share your screen, but can you start your video? I got so much stuff on my board. Adjust. Let me turn my whole desk this way so they can see my vision board. There we go. Alrighty. I'm weak. Y'all comments are so freaking crazy. Hi, Atlanta. Hey, you guys. Wonderful. All right, so I'm super duper excited, guys. Fired up. Ryan, so I'm just gonna be only one showing my face. This is crazy.
You can only do it one at a time.
What you mean? This is.
You can't both show our face. Look, I said you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
That's crazy.
Crazy. It wasn't meant to be. You know,
More.
it's all good.
I don't know. That's crazy.
That's
All right. Well. Yeah, I see the screen fine. I see the screen just fine. All right. Well, we're gonna have to figure that out. That's weird. Anyway, you guys, good evening. Welcome. We wanted to do this masterclass first and foremost. If you guys do not know who I am, my name is Coach Max. I am a six-figure trader here with us at Tradera. Welcome all newbies, you guys. My co-host, my bro, is Ryan DeFreitas, also a six-figure trader. Ryan and I have been friends for a long time. I am just finding out a lot more about him and his skill set. So this has like really been a fun journey for us the last couple of weeks. We're excited to be in position. We were actually chopping it up this morning and we were talking about how we have both come such a long way and how disciplined we were not.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How disciplined we were not years ago. It is so crazy, like the way that we do our charts, from the way that we make withdrawals consistently now. Like we were not doing this before. So to be able to come in front of an audience and let them know, like, hey guys, we've been where you are. We had a totally different mindset back then than we do now. Right. So tonight is we're going to talk about a bunch of things. I have a whole list, but basically we're going to go over mindset. We're going to go over risk management, risk to reward, probability. You know, how do you increase your probability as a trader? What does a six-figure trader look like? What does that actually look like as a trader, right? I told him earlier that, you know, discipline plus consistency equals profitability. That's an equation that you must live by when you are trading Forex. So we really going to get into a lot of good stuff. I hope that you guys are taking notes. We're not going to pause too much and read the chat because we have a lot to cover and we want this class to be official, guys. Okay, something that you can come back when you need it and look at it and say, okay, I have this right here to get my mind together to go into my trading. So Ryan, if you want to go ahead and move to the
beginning. So just so you guys know, by the way, some people can't get in already. It's maxed. All right. All right. We're at maximum capacity. So I need you guys to message your teams and tell them in the Lit Trade House group, we have the Facebook Live in the Lit Trade House group, Facebook group. Okay. So if you are not able to get onto this right now, I need your help. All right. Just let everyone know you can still watch us live in the Late Trade House live Facebook. All right. Under my name. All right. So with that being said, I guess I'll start off a little bit, Max. So welcome, like my homie Max said, right, to our six-figure psychology and mindset training. This is going to be literally the best, if not the most important training you ever have as far as trading. Because for me personally, Max, I don't know about you, but psychology is literally like 70% of trading.
Mm-hmm.
Like the technical stuff is like trend lines, support resistance, it's cute and all. But what takes you from a good trader to a great trader is when you master yourself, when you master your discipline, when you master your psychology and your mindset. It's something that a lot of us struggle with. I know you did, Max. A lot of us traders, like you'll be great at technical analysis, but guess what? You'll plateau. You'll stay stagnant in your trading. Why? Because you don't have discipline. You don't have the mindset.
Right.
And until you master this is when you'll truly break that threshold from going good to great. And so that's why we kind of pulled together this webinar. Me and Coach Max, feel me, tag team this webinar to kill it for y'all. So I hope y'all taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
I promise y'all gonna get nuggets out of this, okay?
Yes.
So the first thing that we want to go over, Max, is with you, right? And I know me and you, we talked about trade preparation. One of the most critical elements of trading, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you need to prepare? How long does it take to prepare? How many pairs do you analyze? What is the mindset while preparing for the new week? I know you can't see at the bottom, but does losses hinder your upcoming week? Does it phase you? You can't see at the bottom, right? So these are all things preparing for the market. So Max, if you can kind of like just tell the good people in Shadera, right?
Yes.
What it takes, like what's your mindset as far as like preparing for the market? So say it's Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Like, how do you prepare for the market?
This is such a great question, and this is something that I really stress a lot in all of my webinars. I talk about it a lot, and a lot of people try to bypass this aspect. And one of the things that I said to you all this morning, if you were on my Intro to Forex Masterclass this morning, was a lot of people want to take trades. A lot of people want to make money. A lot of people want to, grab signals and just come out and profit, but nobody wants to take the time to actually sit there and fully prepare for their trading week. So one of the first things that you need to do to even prepare yourself to go into the market, first and foremost, guys, your trading station should be full of certain things. Okay, I went in depth this morning. I mean, I literally spent a whole hour talking about this book. You know, I'm not that coach that just talks about it. I'm about this life, right? So this book here, the Candlestick Bible, is right by my trading station. Okay, I have all of my devices around here, my iPad, my iPhone. I have my 3 pairs is written down. Okay, everything that I need for my trading is written down. I have
it's not just in your head, right? It's written.
No, it's written down. I have 2 notebooks by my trading station. One of them is my Forex affirmations. I will feed my family, not the broker. I am happy and grateful now that I'm making 7 figures trading Forex. Don't get me started, bro.
Come on. Keep talking.
Don't let me get started on what your mindset should be. Right. So doing your personal development for your actual skill set is what you should be doing to prepare yourself. On the weekend, guys, on Sunday when market opens, okay, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's the time where you can get on your charts and actually start charting. I think Ryan would agree with me that a good chart markup will last you 1 to 2 weeks unless it's like some significant crazy news.
100% agree.
If you do a great markup, if you actually take the time to analyze your pairs. Now let's talk about pairs for a second. I'd like to know in the chat, why are we trying to trade 15 different pairs a week?
Oh snap. Here we go. Here we go. Oh snap. Y'all about to get fired now. Why y'all trading 15 dang pairs? Why?
I just want to know why are we doing that?
I want to know too. Please someone tell me.
Somebody said they're being greedy. Thank you for the honesty. Right? Somebody said they narrowed it down to 3.
Right.
And that's made it easier. Somebody said they're trading 1.
Can I say something, Max, real quick?
Sure. Yeah.
You know, when I have kind of like small little groups of people that I kind of talk to, intraday, outside trader, just trading in general, my trading friends, there's one revolving theme that I've noticed with really successful traders. And it's the fact that they stick to a few pairs.
Correct.
They don't stick to 10, 50. Listen, if you like GBP pairs, stick to it. I know a trader who only trades GBP JPY. Yeah. Anyone who knows me knows I hate that pair. Don't ask me about that pair. I don't want to analyze that pair.
No.
It sucks. That's just me. But does that mean you can't trade it?
Right.
No. But guess what? One of my friends who's a 6-figure trader, that's all he trades night and day. I'm talking get 20, 30, 40 pips at a time every day on that thing consistent. I'm like, bro, how do you do it? He's like, bro, it's all I trade. I'm like, wow. I'm amazed. I'm like, you got it, bro. I don't even want to learn how to do it.
Right.
But my point is this, it's because he's mastered that pair. He sticks to one pair.
Right.
So for the beautiful in Shadera, right, what are your main pairs that you like?
For me, right now, guys, I focus on UJ, so USD JPY.
Right.
I trade US 30 like crazy, and the other pair that I look at is Euro NZD. Okay, so those are my 3. If I look at anything else or analyze anything else, my markups, my market psychology, none of that stuff changes no matter what it is that I'm looking at. Right. Okay, so that's just what I trade. Andrea, if people are trying to get on, I'm sorry, we're maxed out. They have to go into the Facebook group.
Yeah.
How long could it take you to come across the realization of the few pairs you want to focus on? That's a great question. So for me, when I first started trading, I didn't, I was trading London session because my daughter was really little. So it was ideal for me to get up in the middle of the night. I was making bottles. I was being a mom, right? Doing all of these things. So I was up all night. Now I'm not trying to do that. So now I trade New York session and Asian sessions primarily. Okay. And I have broken the myth that you can't trade both those times. You can. For the trading style that I teach, right? So that's me personally. So how many pairs should you be analyzing over the weekend or when market open? 1 to 3 at maximum, guys.
I 100% agree. If any of you guys know me, my favorite pair is AU. She's slow and smooth, and God, she's so loyal. Okay. My second favorite is Euro USD EU. And my third is usually AJ, sometimes GBP odd. Okay. So I really stick to a few pairs. If none of my main pairs have any opportunities in them, then I will look at secondary pairs that I kind of.
Then and only then, correct.
Right. So, but I'm always looking for my primary pairs to trade, the pairs that I know the best, the pairs I've studied the most, the pairs I spent a lot of time with. Right. Those are the people I want to be around. Well, when you have friends, right, you want to be around your friends. You want to be around the pairs that people you know the best. They're like my best friends. I love y'all. I want to be around y'all. I don't want to be around strangers. Okay? I don't want to be around GJ. I don't know how she acts. I don't know what her tendencies are.
Right.
Each pair has its own natural tendencies. So you guys have to really understand that.
Correct. A lot of people are asking, How do you study it? When we get on the charts, I'll show you what chart time looks like. Okay, guys? So we just going over a few things. When we get on the charts, you guys will have clarity about what we're doing. Alan is so crazy. He said he likes to pair Max/RYN.
I'm done.
I love it. So the last question here, what is it?
Yeah, so what's the mindset while preparing for the new week?
Okay, guys, mindset. So let me explain something. Y'all had to take my glasses off because I'm over here sweating. This is crazy. Okay, the mindset in going into the week, guys. So first and foremost, if you have personal things going on in your personal life, this is why I say that you need to incorporate Forex into your personal life. You need to do that. Okay, so you're gonna have to decide, what time am I trading Forex? It's not just, all right, I feel like I need to get on the chart right now, so I'm gonna get on. That's not how this thing works. Okay, so what time am I getting into the market? Have I analyzed my 3 pairs, and did I create a trading plan for the week? Right? Do I have a notebook next to my trading station with my rules of what I should be doing each and every week, each and every day, each and every hour that I come to the chart? Do I have it written down what I should be doing? Or am I following this pair because Coach Max said it? Am I following this trader because they're trading this? Am I trying to trade US 30 because it spits out a lot of pips? Or am I trying to become profitable and disciplined and what it is I know how to do? See, a lot of you all already know how to trade. You have the technical analysis down pat, but your mindset for what you're trying to do and accomplish is holding you back from actually being profitable. They don't want me to start preaching on here tonight. I'm just gonna be quiet.
Oh, we're gonna get into that. So the last question, Max, right? So
yes,
like you said, listen, guys, we're all real human beings here. We understand trading is hard in itself, but what makes it harder is when you have your spouse nagging at you. You have your mom snapping at you. You have the dog and the kids running around yelling and, mommy, I need this, I need that. You're trying to learn what a candlestick engulfing pattern is. And the baby's crying. Listen, it happens. We understand.
Yes,
okay. So, but every week you want to have the right mentality. You want to be able to clear your mind.
Yes.
Even despite all those things are happening right now, I'm focused. I'm going to analyze these charts, and I'm not going to take any of these emotional baggages that's hindering me right now and take it into my trading, because that is going to affect you. That is going to affect your profitability. Okay. Correct. So you have to be able to literally dissect and separate your emotional baggage, what's going on in your real life, to trading. And if you cannot, I promise you will not be a successful trader, because all it takes is for you getting an argument with your wife or husband or whoever, and then dang, you start to over leverage. Dang, you start to take unnecessary trades because you feel
revenge trading.
Oh God,
you God. Yelling at the computer, you yelling at MC4 like it did something to you.
Right.
I mean, it just gets crazy in the house.
It gets crazy. So you guys have to understand, like, this emotional balance that you have to have as a trader, and it's not easy. But once you master this, I promise you, it will make your trading improve like crazy. Okay, but literally understanding that, I know I'm going through stuff, but sometimes it might take a day or two. Like there's been a lot of times, Max, where I was going through stuff, and guess what? I took a week off trading. I'm like, I know I'm in the wrong mindset. I know I'm not here. I'm not in the present moment to even analyze a chart. So I'm not even gonna take a trade.
You have to keep it real with yourself as a trader. Like, guys, the Forex market has been around for how many years? Like, it's gonna be there tomorrow. It's gonna be there next week. It's gonna be there next month. Like, you have to get yourself in position to say, I'm gonna take these trades when I'm in this particular mindset for the week. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I talk about my this is called, I have a gratitude journal. This is something that I have my leaders do, and we write Forex affirmations. I have my vision board right next to my trading station. I have the numbers that I need to hit right on my whiteboard. Like, this is not a game. I don't think people understand when we say that this is what we do professionally and full time. This is what we do. We're committed to this. What is your commitment level right now? Don't let me, Brian, I feel like They said
Okay, listen. We got all night. What do you mean? We got all night. Okay, let's get to the last question because this is a really good question, Max.
Yeah.
Like when you lose, no one likes losing. Let's be honest. I don't even like to lose in Uno, y'all. I don't like to lose in rock paper scissors. Please. It doesn't matter any game, anything we're doing. I don't like to lose. So you can only imagine how I feel when I lose money, my hard-earned money,
right,
from the markets or the broker or whatever, right? Like when I lose, I hate it. Okay, first, just like the majority, I revenge trade. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it back. Oh, I'm gonna get it back, right? And then you're gonna lose more, and you lose more, and then you guess what? Now you're more in the hole. Then you start to get depressed. Now you're just like, oh my god, and you're in this crazy hole that you can't dig yourself out.
And you telling yourself, I should have never started this Forex thing.
Right? Never ever. Okay, but listen, it happens.
Yes,
you're going to lose. And so here's the question, though.
Yeah.
You have a losing day when you have a losing week. How do you handle that the next week? How do you go with the same optimism as if you won into the next week?
Right.
So, Max, do you have an answer for that? I'll go into my answer afterwards.
Yes, I do. First of all, somebody asked me how long I've been trading. I've been trading for 3 years. I've been teaching for 2.5, something like that. So whoever asked that. How do I go about losing trades, y'all? So I no longer have emotions attached to this market because I've come to the place where I realize that the Forex market is just going to be around. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to put the computer down. It's okay to put things away. It's okay to walk away from my trading station and come back and, go back into what it is that I'm doing. One of the things that I do a lot is I keep a trading journal, which is something that I tell you guys, get a notebook. Get a composition notebook from the dollar store. Get 2 of them, get 3 of them, and write things down. Write down, okay, I am trading these 3 pairs. These are the lot sizes I'm focused on. I took a loss because I took an aggressive entry. I took a loss because this is what happened. You go back and you analyze your losses and detach the emotion, period.
Keyword, detach. Say it again, Max. Say
all emotion from what happened in that trade, because guess what? We cannot predict the market. We can only react to what we see. So with that being said, anything can happen, right? It's our job to do a technical analysis. If I take a loss on a trade, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't follow this particular rule, which is why, stop loss hit. I didn't do this because this hit. Right? Which is why I recommend, you see, I had 2 different size notebooks, right? I have 2 different size notebooks around my desk. I actually have like 10 of them. But this one actually has, okay, make sure you have a trend line. Did you have support and resistance here? Did you enter here? Did you follow your rules for entry? Did you actually watch your trades play out? So for me, if I'm taking an L, it's on me because I didn't follow my rules. Does that make sense, you guys? Because I didn't follow my own strategy, or if I did something wrong, then it's on me. And the only way for me to analyze that is to actually have it written down. So for me, guys, when it comes to taking a loss, you have to analyze your losses just as you would analyze your wins, right? If you win a trade and you're all, oh my God, I want to trade, you're probably still in your amateur stages of learning this skill. Amen. Okay, for me, I take a win. If I'm following my trading plan, I'm like, all right, check that off. Let's move on to the next lot size. Let's move on to, let's up this. Let's move on to the next move. That's where I'm at in my career with this. So it's a mindset, you guys, and I see you guys are kind of getting it in the chat. Simone said, love the discipline. Where do I get the rules from? I actually created the rules for everybody. Like if you're following my strategy, I have rules. If you follow Ryan, he has rules. Ryan has his 3 R's. I have certain things that I have. And also the intraday strategy in the back office has rules as well. So whatever you're following or whomever you're following, make sure you have these things written down for, okay, this is why I'm entering the market right now.
And they all overlap anyway.
Exactly.
They're all like the same thing, just in different words, to be honest.
There's a great question in the chat. When did you decide that, hey, okay, I need to fully focus and I need to stop my job? I need to wipe my face to answer this question. They trying to get me emotional, Ren.
Emotional. Oh Lord.
No, I'm just joking. I think her name was Destiny. Destiny, my back was up against the wall. Okay, I needed to feed my daughter. This is not a game. At the time, I was super broke. When I found Forex, I found it at a place where I just needed to figure something out in my life. And I needed to change something. You know, that's how Ryan and I found each other, just through, Forex network. And what I wanted to do when I saw what was going on in this particular niche, I seen that this niche was male dominated. So automatically, me being Max and me being a Leo, right? I was like, oh, I'm about to be the next.
Them Leos, y'all.
I was like, I'm about to be the next, like, master trader. Like, this is what I want to do. I got to step out, show out, and show them that women can do this. So it came from a place of passion. It came from a place of, I know my personality, and I know that I'm the type of woman who has a voice. I know that I'm the type of woman who can speak, I can preach, and I can show people how to do this, but I have to first master this thing. So it came from a place where my back was up against the wall. I had to feed my daughter. I had to change my family's life. My level of commitment to Forex was crazy. It was falling asleep at the computer, Ryan in my line. Falling asleep.
When I tell y'all, the come up was real. The come up was real for this one.
Ryan loves talking about my.
I love talking about your come up because it was like, a rose blossoming out of the concrete. Y'all hear me?
Straight up.
It was like,
thank you, Aaron.
All odds. It was like, Max started out struggling, like not struggling, y'all. She was struggling, y'all. I'm talking about like me. She was sending a trailer. I'm like, Max, look at this dumb trade. Like, what are you doing?
Look, have 50 11 indicators on my chart.
I'm just like, what are you doing? And she's like, nah, bro, I'm just trying to catch these pips and dip. I'm like, yo, okay, all right. I'm trying to help her though, And then she just, but literally, it was a journey. It was perseverance. It was learning from trial and error. It was her documenting her trades. It was her figuring out what works for her trade styles, her pairs. These are all things you have to develop by yourself, guys. I mean, Max can do it. I can do it. I can try to help you as much as you want. But unless you do it yourself, okay, it's not going to hit. All right. So you can get all the knowledge, all the nuggets from this webinar, but until you apply what the heck we're trying to teach y'all, it's never gonna work for y'all. And I promise you that, because it takes your own analysis, your own trials and losses, and figuring out what's going on with your own trading psychology. You have to figure out what works for you. Everyone is different. Max doesn't trade the same way as I do. So if I force my trade style on her, that's not gonna work.
No.
Right? It's not gonna work. Max and I trade, I would say maybe 70% the same, but like the other 30% is slightly different. It's like, right? But she doesn't force her style on me, and I don't force my style on her. But guess what? We can still trade together in unison, because we still have that foundation of trading that we kind of both stem from. Right. And that's going to be a lot of you guys. Like, a lot of you guys are going to start doing different things and learning different things and adding things to your chart. That's fine and dandy. Right. Everyone's different. But at the end of the day, you're only going to find your style once you learn you. Once you learn your trade style, once you learn your pairs that you like, once you learn from your losses, not signals, not Max's signals or my calls, but your calls. Okay.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, guys, it took a lot. And also in the beginning, guys, my mind wasn't set on, $1,000 days and 5-figure months. That my mind was not on that. I was at a job, you guys. I'm sitting here, at work with wireless headphones in my ears, trying to take notes, listening to my mentors at the time. And I was just thinking about, man, if I could just make $50 a day with this skill set, it'll change my life. And then I hit that goal. Then it was like, okay, if I could do 50, maybe I could do $100 a day. Then I smashed that goal consistently. Ooh. And then I remember getting up to about $300 to $500 a day, probably about 7 or 8 months into my journey. And I'm sitting here like, wow, just staying consistent, even when I wanted to quit, even when I started crying because I just didn't understand what I was looking at. Y'all, it took me like 4 months to understand what support and resistance was. I was just like, what are these lines? Like, I don't understand.
Let's not talk about all the days we cried.
Like,
let's not talk about all the blown accounts, RIP. Let's not talk about all the
rest in
days
peace to the
we
blown.
all quit. I probably quit about 5 times, y'all, in
Correct.
my 6 years trading, y'all. I probably quit about 5
Correct.
times. All right. So expect that you will quit a lot. Expect that there'll be hard times. I mean, hard times.
Hard times.
Not regular. I'm talking because most people don't realize, Max, is that when you're working a regular job, right? Let's say you work your 10 hours. You get paid for your 10 hours. Right?
Absolutely.
Let's say you get paid $10 an hour. You work 10 hours. That's $100. You made that for the day. Regardless of how hard you worked, whether you slept for those 10 hours, you made $100. Now, let's go to trading where you might look at charts for 10 hours. God forbid, because I don't do that. But let's say
that's a long time. But yeah, let's
no,
say
no one here does that. But let's just say, for instance, you looked at charts for the whole day, 6, 7 hours, whatever, and now you lost $100. Do you realize you're going backwards? You lost time and money. Do you feel me? You lost time and money. You did not just lose money, but you lost your time.
Correct.
Okay, so do you understand how that hits you psychologically as a trader?
Right.
So you staring at charts, doing all the analysis, and now you lose your time and your money. So you have to be prepared, mentally prepared for that. And the way you battle that is by having a good trade plan, a structured trade plan, and risk management with good discipline. And of course, we're going to teach all that by the end of this. But
absolutely, and having the mindset to keep coming back.
Right.
Keep showing up to the chart. And that's my greatest advice to a newbie is keep coming back to this chart. That's one of the things that I saw, because I had quit Forex at one point, y'all. I was just like, me and Ryan was laughing about this today, but I quit. And I was like, I'm not doing this no more. So I'm just going to find something else to do. And I did. And I became successful in my own business. And then I came back to Forex and I was like, look at all of the things I know. It's time to really go impact the people and teach the people.
Let's go.
And that's where all of this passion comes from. Because, to be honest with you guys, if I hadn't found Tradera, none of us would be sitting right here. I came into this company and now we all are here. So I'm super excited and fired up about that. Like, we are impacting lives because we kept going. Do y'all understand where we're coming from? Like, because we kept going.
Y'all hear you talking about? Man, y'all better listen. Y'all better listen, man.
Correct. Go to the next slide.
Y'all better listen. So I'm kind of gonna take over for a little bit, Max.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I wanna go over right now, y'all. Okay, and this is something real important that you guys may not realize. So I'm gonna break it down to y'all.
You want to share your
Oh yeah, I'm gonna share my screen and all that.
Let me get my pretty face off.
So listen, y'all. I want y'all to listen to me clearly, okay? The risk of ruin chart and the probabilities of becoming a 6-figure trader. I'm about to really drop some knowledge for y'all. 99% of traders never, ever make it because they don't have a plan and they do not understand probabilities. What do I mean by that? I'm going to show y'all. You must master this if you want to become successful in the market. Okay, Ryan, what the hell do you mean? I'm going to show you what I mean. Relax, my boy. Relax, my girl. All right? This
you can share your video now, bro.
All right. So what I mean is this, okay? I'm just sharing my video just for a little bit because y'all ain't about to get my pretty face for a long time. Okay. So listen, okay? What I want y'all to know is that this is a risk to ruin chart. So if you can't read this chart, I'm gonna show you how to read it. If you trade with me, you understand why I say risk to reward trading is everything. It's not about how many pips you make. It's not about, oh, I made 100 pips today. Oh, I made 10,000 pips today, even though that's awesome and, commendable. What was your risk to reward? Oh, I made 100 pips, Max, but how much did you risk? 500 pips. You're trash.
Doesn't make no sense, bro.
You're trash. Okay. Oh, I made 10,000 pips. How much did you risk? 50,000 pips. You're trash.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't care about how many pips you made. I care.
Preach, bro. Say it again.
Man, riled up. I'm light skinned. Don't. All right. Listen to me, y'all. So what I'm saying is, okay, is that when you have a 1-to-1 risk reward, hold on. hold on. When you have a payoff of 1-to-1, which is the top of the left chart, you can be 55% accurate and profitable, which is why I preach at least make your trades 1-to-1, because with this chart, 55%, you are now profitable. You're in the green. Does that make sense? When you're in the red, blown account, depression, you want to kill everyone, you want to smack the broker, you want to refund. Yeah, that's what red is. The green is profitability, love, sunshine. Your girlfriend loves you, your boyfriend loves you. Okay? Everyone has hugs, all right? Your mom's favorite cooking. That's what the green indicates, okay? Now, again, if you have a risk reward 2-to-1, all you have to be is 40% accurate to be a profitable trader. Do you guys see that? 40%. It's very doable. You guys see me all the time. I'm doing 1-to-2, 1-to-3, 1-to-4 risk rewards. So do you guys realize why I'm profitable? So just for instance, guys, I'm trying to teach y'all. Me, myself, I'm about 60, 65% accurate on my trades. I'm not 80, 90% accurate trader. I tell people that. I openly tell y'all that. But because I can have risk rewards of 1-to-2, 1-to-3, 1-to-4, usually between 1-to-2, 1-to-4, okay, depending on the pair, depending on the situation, as my average risk to reward, I'm very, very profitable long term, even though I can lose 40% of my trades.
Hold on 1 second, Ryan. Let's slow down 1 second. So somebody asked, what does risk to reward mean? So let's explain that. What we mean by 1-to-1, 2-to-2. So
okay, so I was originally going to do this in a little bit, but let's go to the chart. Can you see my chart? Yes or no? No? I might have to reshare my.
No. You're good. You're good.
Oh, you can see Euro USD?
Yeah. You're good.
Can you guys see Euro USD right now? In the chat?
You're good.
Oh, you're good. I'm trying to make sure I'm good with everybody. Okay, listen, y'all. All right, listen, y'all. Here we go. So, if we look at this chart, Euro USD, okay? And I show you, let's move this down here. Okay. And let's say we're selling. Again, we're not really selling, okay? So no one take this trade. But I'm just saying, let's say we're selling Euro USD right now, okay? Let's say we are going to sell at market price, which I will indicate right here. This is market price. This is where market is at right now, okay? At that arrow, right? Let's say the stop loss is here. Let's say the take profit is here, okay? Or let's say right here. This is what we call a 1-to-1 trade, okay? Because we are risking about 21 pips to make 21 pips. Does that make sense? So it's 1-to-1. You're risking $10 to make $10. Do you understand that? Now, if we just simply increase our target, instead of 21 pips, we make it 42 pips, then, right, it is now a 1-to-2. We're risking $10 to make $20. Does that make sense? If we have a third target of another 21 pips, so 64, my math serves me right, then it's 1-to-3. So now we're risking $10 to make $30. So if you can consistently get trades like this, 1-to-1, where you're risking $10 to make $10, or you're risking 20 pips to make 20 pips, or you're risking 20 pips to make 40 pips, which is a 1-to-2, or you're risking 20 pips to make 60 pips. That's a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. Does everyone understand what I'm saying here? If you can consistently do 1-to-1, 1-to-2, you'll be profitable long term. You'll make 5, 6 figures, 7 figures trading. That's all you need. Do y'all hear me? Do you understand? Yes. I mean, I can't make it any more clear than that. Okay, so it's all about risk to reward. Okay, so can anyone tell me, does this look like a good trade to y'all? Does this look like a good trade to y'all?
Absolutely not, bro.
You're not supposed to answer, Max.
I'm sorry.
See, she over here about to kill it. You know, like, come on. You're killing all the glory I'm trying to absorb. And I'm trying to get the people, educated and hype. And you're just killing the moment for me. Yeah, So yes, it's a bad trade. You're risking 43 pips, right, to make
10.
pips. Does that make sense? So
No
you telling me you risk $43 to make $10 on a regular basis? This is the type of trade that you want to do regularly every time? I don't think so. Because all it takes is one loss and you lose 43 bucks. One win, you're making 10. So you can win 4 times in a row. You lose one trade and you're down.
You get done.
Four trades, you win is 40 pips or 40 bucks, whatever. And now you lose once, you lose one, which is 43, and now you're negative 3 pips, negative $3, whatever you want to call it. You're in the negative. So you can be 75% accurate and negative. And you're and trust me, it's hard, y'all. It's hard, y'all, to be 80-90% accurate with really good risk to rewards. If you are, you're pretty much a 6-7 figure trader.
Right.
Okay. So we're trying to teach you good risk management, good risk reward ratios, and so you can understand the probabilities here, because a lot of people don't understand the probabilities. So let's go back where I'm trying to show y'all. Okay, let's go back to the presentation.
Ryan is dropping sauce. I think somebody drop in the chat. This is your first time here. This is this is amazing things that you need to hear if you're brand new. If you guys need to watch my intro to Forex Masterclass, I'll drop the replay so you can understand what that tool was. But he's just giving you a visual of what risk to reward looks like.
Right.
Okay.
So again, guys, if you look at this chart, okay, now we're back to the chart. When you have a risk to reward 2 to 1, you can be at least 40% accurate and in the green. If you have a risk to reward at 1 to 3, you can be 30% accurate. I'm talking you're losing most of your trades, right? 1 out of every 3, you're probably winning. But if you have 1 to 3 risk to reward, you're profitable. Okay? If you do 4 to 1, so 1 to 4, meaning let's say you're risking 10 pips to make 40 pips. Occasionally this happens for me. I get trades like this and it wins. Not all the time. It's a little difficult sometimes. But you will get opportunities where you can make 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. And all you have to win is 25% of those to become profitable, guys. And if you have 1 to 5 or higher, it gets even lower. Okay, but my point is this. Stick to the 1 to 1 ratio and above. That's all this chart means. Make sure your risk is 1 to 1 and above. You should only be risking 1, 2, 3% of your account, right? And each of those trades, you make sure that it's 1 to 1 risk. If you're risking 20 pips to make 20 pips, that's fine. All you have to do is win 55% of the trades you take with the same risk, and you will be profitable. Okay?
Right.
So, does everyone understand or have questions on probabilities, risk to reward, risk to ruin, all these things I just went over?
A 5 to 1 is chunky, is like, I don't want to say it's rare, but you won't see that unless you've been trading for a long time. But you'll see a lot of 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3 setups all the time. Those will come to you as you're trading more consistently. A 1 to 5 trade, that's like, okay, so the market is spitting out pips today. Like that.
Yeah. That's big money.
Big money right there. Money. Exactly.
Right.
But I do 1 to 1, 1 to 2, you guys, for the most part. So.
Right. Right. Exactly. So does anyone have any questions on that? I mean, this is as clear as I can get for y'all. Okay. And I showed you the example. Let me look at the chat. You guys good? Okay. All right, cool. You guys get it? All right, awesome. All right. So here is something I actually want to talk about too as well, Max. All right. So
ooh, how to grow a 6-figure account from scratch. Ryan done pulled out the juice.
Yo, listen, I had to pull it all out tonight. I'm just letting you know.
This is good stuff.
I'm just letting you know, after we're done this webinar, this is going to be pinned at the top.
At the
top. Somewhere it's going to be pinned because, Lord, everyone needs to see this.
We need to talk about this right here. This is good stuff.
Listen to this. Now, guys, I'll tell you, Max is way better than me in this. So I'm going to have you elaborate. Listen, so I'm going to have her elaborate her strategies after I kind of go over mine. Okay?
Yes.
So, how to grow a 6-figure account from scratch. All right. A lot of you guys think that you're going to have an account. It starts with 100, 200, 1,000. You're going to grow to 10K. And then that 10K is going to go to 15K. That 15K is going to go to 50K. And whoop-de-doo, after a month or two, Max, guess what? We had 6 figures. Right? You want to pop the bottles with me? You go to the club? Huh?
Turn up, bro.
Turn up? Okay, cool. Let's do it, because guess what? I just made 6 figures in like 6 days. You know, that's what everyone thinks is
That's what everyone thinks is going to happen, right?
Happen. And I'm trying to tell y'all, this is the real, raw, uncut trading, okay? It's not going to happen like that. Unless you're super experienced in the market, you can do things like that, but even then, it's still not.
Even so, I don't recommend.
Even then, you're not going to be consistent doing anything like that, okay? So I've learned that through experience. Max has learned that from experience. A lot of other 6-figure traders have learned that the hard way. And so we're trying to help you guys avoid you thinking this is how you're going to grow a 6-figure account. Now, I want you to, this is going to be the mind shift for you guys, all right? This is what I want you guys to realize. Take 5% of your total savings or trade pot and put it in the market. So for instance, if you have $10,000, right, that you have saved, put 500 in your Forex broker.
Right.
500. Do you understand? 500. Now, always remember that you're trying to grow your savings pot to your intended goal. So let's say we want to take that 10K, Max, to $100,000. What we're going to do is now take 5% of our 10,000 and we're going to start growing that 500. We're not going to put the whole 10K into the market.
No.
Especially when we're not proficient enough and had 3, 4, 5, 6 years in the market and really know what we're doing and have created multiple 5-figure days, 5-figure months, and we know we're really consistent and put in the work. No, you can't do that. All right. And even when you get to this level, you still have to do this. I still have to do this, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still have to do this. And actually, once you learn what I'm about to tell you, it actually gets fun. Okay. It actually gets fun to see how big you can grow your account. So what you want to do, which Max definitely will approve of, is you withdraw every week or every 2 weeks. I say every 2 weeks. Max is every week because he's like that. Right?
Make them withdrawals, bro.
What you want to do is withdraw every week or every other week, but just consistently. Whatever your trade plan is, withdraw consistently. Once you withdraw it, add it to your savings and continue to slowly build that account as you build up your trading account. So what I mean by that is this. Okay? So hold on. Let me draw a little bit. Y'all know I love to draw. Okay? So let's say you got your big money bag here. Here we go. This is a money bag. All right. Like this is supposed to be a bag of money.
It looks like a pier, bro.
I know, but you know how you make a bag of money and it's like money bag? Hey, it's like you kind of got your little, I don't know, handle or something. All right, look. You got your bag of money right here, right? And this right here is your 10K. All right, y'all? And then over here, right, you have your account with, what did we say we're going to start with?
500.
500. Okay.
They said it looks like a Hershey Kiss.
It does. Leave me alone. So you have your 500. Okay. This is what we start with our Forex account. All right. It's 500. Now the goal, okay, is to take this 500, grow it to 1K, 2K, 3K, and then dish it back out, back into your savings pot. Does that make sense, Max? So you're taking your trading money and then you're adding it to the pot. So if you make, let's say 2K here, right? Let's say you have a crazy week and you make 2K here. Now take your 2K, or right, so now you're at 2,500. Put it into your pot, and now that pot goes from 10K to now 12K. Does that make sense? Right? So then now you still have your 500 for next week, which is this right here. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? Do y'all feel me on that?
I hope y'all are paying attention because there's a lot of joking going on in the chat, and we're really.
I know it's joking, but I'm dead. We're
trying to be serious.
I'm dead serious. This is how you take your 10K to 100K. All right.
Right.
When you take part of the trading account, okay, every week or every 2 weeks you withdraw, and it becomes fun. Why does it become fun? Because you want to see how big this thing can grow. Like you literally will be like, yo, can I get this to 10K? Can I get it to 100K? 500? Like you're going to be infatuated. Like, yo, I can really grow this. So it's a safe way to grow your pot without having so much exposure to the market. Because if you put your whole entire 10K and guess what? You put it in the market and you blow it, guess where you at? You homeless,
Zero.
Max. Guess where you at?
You're at zero.
You're at zero.
0K,
You're at
bro.
zero, okay? You're at zero, my boy. You're at zero. Which
Right.
you want? Okay?
And I don't know why a lot of people, guys, like me and Ryan were having such a long talk about this. Like a lot of people are in the mindset of, I'm about to pull out my 401k. I'm about to go get me a loan and trade. But the reality is, if you don't even have the experience from growing a $50 account to $1,000, then you really shouldn't even be messing around with that type of capital, because you're going to be the type of person who wants to throw 10 lots on, 4 and 5 figure account, but don't even understand your technical analysis, and you don't have any discipline, and now you're going to lose all of your funds. So we're trying to show you how, for me, when I teach this, the money is not real till it's in the bank. I don't think they hear me.
Say it again, sis. Say it again.
I said the money isn't real until it's in the bank. I am what you call a consistent withdrawer, if that's a word. A consistent withdraw. I'm trying to make sure that my family is taken care of. I'm trying to make sure that, like Ryan is saving, my savings account looks some type of way for a rainy day. I'm trying to make sure that because we are full-time traders, you guys, like we have to make sure that we're not only trying to save and trying to build capital, but we are also taking care of our families with this account. So there's no times to go into the market and play games. This is not a game. This is what we live off of. This is what we eat off of. This is what we're trying to save. This is what we're trying to build. So it becomes a mindset of, I need to get disciplined with my trading strategy. I need to get disciplined with the way I'm going into the market so that I can come out profitable to put this, 2, 3, 4, 5K in the savings account.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, y'all, it's about withdrawing. Okay, the money is not real until it hits your bank account or your wallet or whatever it is. It's not real. It's all fake. So you can have 100K in your account, but guess what? If you haven't withdrawn that 100K, it's monopoly money.
Right. It's like,
okay. So we're trying to install the habit in you at an early stage in your trading, or even if it's not early, so it doesn't matter. You can always learn. Is the fact that if you take this philosophy and have a pot, let's say you have 10,000, and you put 500, even 1,000, whatever it is, and you grow that, and then take your withdrawals, your profits, and slowly dish it off every single week into that. You feel what I'm saying? Then even when you blow an account, Max, let's say you blew the $500 one time, you wouldn't even be as crazy or like mad.
You wouldn't be as emotional because you have $9,500 left to play with in this scenario.
Oh, talk to him, Max.
Right.
Talk to him.
You have more capital to play with here.
Okay. So it becomes a game now, guys, of how much can I get this 10K to? Can I get to 11, 20, 30?
Right.
So literally you're just looking at it like all you want to do. So this is what you want to build, guys. Not this. This is the wrong thing to build. Okay. You don't want to build your Forex account to freaking 6. I mean, we all do. But the goal is to build this right here to 6 figures. Okay. You want to have 100K just sitting, and you're saying like, oh, I'm good.
Right.
Whether in your other investments or whatever, liquid cash, whatever, but just in general, you want to get that to 6 figures.
Right.
Because 100K in the Forex broker account is great and all. You can make a lot of money, but that's still fake money until it hits here, your bank account.
Until it hits the bank, correct.
Do y'all understand that? Do y'all hear me?
This is real, like, serious stuff. I wish somebody would have told me this in the beginning.
Max, I wish someone would have told me this. I wish, because I lost a lot of money not knowing this.
Yeah, okay? I did too.
Whole 10K, flip it to 20K, then lose it all. Then damn, I lost.
Right.
So do y'all good on that? Do y'all understand where we're coming from? Oh, good. Okay, cool.
So for me, guys, let me be realistic with y'all and give y'all a realistic example. So say you start your Forex account with $100, right?
Right.
And for the Forex week, you guys know I teach you if you're intraday trading, or if you're scalping the market Monday through Friday, so you're in the market every day, or if you trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it is. But if you're in the market every day, let's say you are consistently making, let's call it $20 a day as a newbie, which is great. right? So that's $20 times 5 days out the week. Now you have added $100 to your $100. Now you have $200 on Friday. What I would do is make a withdrawal of either $50 to $75 and put it away that week. So now going into week 2, my new Forex account balance is $125, right? Now I have a little bit more capital to play with. And let me talk to all of you all who are building a business here at Tradera. When you hit the first rank of night, which is $125 a week, you better discipline yourself to take $25 a week out of your residual income and put it in your broker account.
Ooh.
They don't want me to start talking to them. I promise you. I think trying to be nice, bro.
Guns now. I think you know, it's getting late. It's getting past 10 p.m. You know how it gets, man. Like, we start to get real.
I'm trying to help
later
somebody.
It gets. So I'm just letting y'all know that it is 100% real. And this not only helps your trading account, but helps build your discipline, guys.
Yes.
Discipline is literally a muscle that you have to keep working out.
Yes.
Okay? It is not something that happens over a day. It's something that you do when you don't feel like it. When you want to work out, do you always feel like working out, Max?
No.
Or running? I remember I hit you up, you're like, bro, I'm on this run.
I'm on doing my 2 miles.
I'm sure you ain't feel like doing the run.
Sheesh.
Okay? But you did the run anyway, right? You may not feel like putting 10%, 20% of what you made in Tradera into your broker account. But guess what? Doing that will slowly build up your account.
Yes.
Right? And then you'll become more profitable, especially if you have good risk management with your trades. Or even let's not even talk about the broker, Max. Let's talk about regular savings. If you just take 10, 20% of what you're making and put it in a savings account, how big that can grow. And most people don't even have the discipline for that.
They don't have the discipline. So guys, let me take you back to a time when I was working a job, okay? I blew a whole bunch of $50 accounts, right? But this was coming out of my income at the time when I was working a job. So finally, when I, really was taking the money that I was working from my check, I'm like, okay, I know that I have to pay this amount to my bills, but I know I disciplined myself. I looked at it like, okay, I have to invest this amount of money to build my account so that I can grow it to a certain size and then withdraw a certain amount. So it's always about the withdrawal. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that, guys, it doesn't matter if you work in the 20 pips and dip trading plan or if you have your own trading plan, it doesn't matter. You have to consistently make a withdrawal. So if you come to an account and you have, for example, $200 in your broker account and you bring that account to $1,000, you need to withdraw like $500 and put it away.
Right.
And then now you have a balance, and then the next week you continue to do the same thing until you don't even need to put money in this account no more. It's kind of paying itself. You bringing it, now you have $1,000 account, right? You may bring that 1K to 2K for that week. Now you taking $1,000 back out and you putting it away. Because at the end of the day, here's the thing that happens as you start to deal with more capital. You lose your discipline. You're like, oh, I'm at $1,000. I'm about to put 10 locks on it right now. What's up? I'm making 10K today.
Sheesh.
That's how that's what happens.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to listen, y'all. I'm just being real. Maybe 10K is a good example, but I'm being honest. A lot of people don't have 10K in this area. A lot of people don't have 600 max. Let's be real. Let's just say that y'all got 500. Let's use a realistic example really quick.
Right.
What I would realistically do is say like $50, like 10%.
$50, yeah.
Okay? Build up this $50. See if you can build that up to 100. Okay? So this is $500 of expendable income, right? Or whatever you can use, savings, whatever. You take $50. So you don't put the whole 500 in there. No, young man. That's not what you do. You put $50 in here and see what you can do, especially if you're still struggling or trying to be a consistent trader.
Correct.
And then grow that up to, let's say after $50, after a couple of weeks, we take that thing to 300 max. Okay, let's just say for instance.
Yes, and Dominique, if you're on here, Dominique Barbie, you said something really good. If we're starting out with a small account like $50 and we're only risking 1 to 3%, it's going to take you a few trades to build that account, which is why I mentioned for those that are building residual income here, it'll make more sense to, if you only have $50 right now, to take part or portion of your residual income and put it in your broker. So now nothing is coming out of your pocket. Guys, make this residual income work for you in the way that we're here. This is a trading platform, right? So now we have another stream of income. Let's use that income to flip on the Forex market. That's what I'm saying.
Right. But also too, if you're starting, and I'm just being honest with you guys, listen, and I preach this all the time, Max, don't I? That if you're starting with $100 or less account, you can use a little bit higher level. You don't have to do 1-2%. You can do 3%, 4%. You can scale in positions. There's ways to monetize and capitalize off small accounts.
Right.
When you scale in your winners, which is, I preach about that a lot. When you scale into your trades properly, 1%, 1%, 2% each, you can maximize and get 5% gains, 10% gains on these smaller accounts, guys. So don't take this as verbatim, like, oh, I'm starting with a $50 account, I don't use 1%. No, let's say you got to use 1%, but start off like that. All right, make sure that your first trade, your first entry is winning, right? And then if you're up 20-30 pips and it's still going in your trend, then get in for a second entry, then hit them for a third, hit them for a fourth, all at 1, 2, 3%, and then boom, if the trade hits, guess what, Max? You up like 5-10% off that trade. Wow.
Right. Now you secure your profits.
Amazing. Okay. So guys,
build
your small account. Don't think that you can't build a small account. Max has done it. I have done it.
Right.
There's so many students. I had a student one time who grew a $17 account to $3,000 a week. I haven't even done that. I'm like, yo,
that's beautiful. That's
like, what? I'm like, yo, wow. I'm trying to tell y'all, so you can build it up. Okay.
We're actually going to talk about scaling in tonight. That's something that Ryan and I really talked about, because guys, let me explain something to you. There is no reason why you should be in profit and then your trades are going into the red. That means you're not trading properly.
Correct.
So if you don't understand scaling in, we're actually going to get on the charts and show you what scaling in looks like. Yeah.
We're going to show y'all. So I'm done with this part. Let's get to the next part, Max.
Yes. So you were talking about growing a 6-figure account. You was on that slide. Right. Let's go back to that slide real quick. This is getting good, y'all. I'm
now? You sure? You sure?
It's getting really good. Like, hold on.
All right.
Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so making withdrawals. So guys, listen. And I'm being so serious. There has to be a daily goal, okay? So Ryan put these slides together, but I'm just adding my own tidbits to it. There has to be a daily goal. So in the beginning, about 3 years ago, I was on my job, right? I was broke. I was not in the mindset of, I'm about to become this 6-figure trader. It was on my mind, but it wasn't like something realistically that I was trying to reach at the time. I just wanted to make $50 a day, and I was adamant about that. Right. So I just, I was using a micro lot size at the time of 0.01 until I got consistent at what it was that I was doing. And then I felt comfortable upping my lot size. Right. Then I felt comfortable like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is the trading plan that I'm going to follow. When I got to, $1,000 or so, when I got consistent, that's when it became, okay, let me make this withdrawals. And to be honest with you guys, the withdrawals really wasn't for me. It was to prove to my family at the time what I was doing was real. Let me speak to some real people.
Go ahead.
Let me prove to some people, this is what I do.
How many people, hold on, how many of y'all have people doubting it? This little trading thing. This little what you doing on the computer? What, are you on demo still? Yo,
right.
Max, I told you, my spouse at the time, she was like, are you still trading demo? I'm like,
you still on demo?
Yeah, listen, at the time I was. Yo, I feel so bad. She was like, I was like, yo, look, I made like $500.
Right.
She's like, is this demo money? Yeah.
Yeah. This is real.
Like, you're happy about that? I'm like, I'm learning, Max. I'm over here learning, just happy that I'm winning trades. You feel
right?
Listen, people gonna knock you down.
They
okay,
are.
When they see you doing something different, people aren't gonna believe in you, Max.
Right.
Okay.
They're not.
And you got to overcome all of that if you want to be a 6-figure trader.
You have to, guys, right. and that's something serious. Like, let me explain something to you. As 6-figure traders now, if I'm testing out a pair that I have never touched before, what I'm not about to do is get on that pair in my live account.
Oh, thank God. Please say it again. Say it again.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not
Say it
here to
again.
lose no money. I'm not here to feed the broker no more money.
Say
Like, I'm
it
not about to
again.
just hop on some pair that I've never traded before on my live account.
Oh my goodness.
That's not what I'm doing. So those who are on demo, okay, it's okay. You're on demo for practice. You're on demo to perfect your craft. You're on demo to hone in on your craft, and you're on demo to discipline yourself. So for me, it's okay if you're on demo, but at some point you have to, put yourself in a mindset where I'm here to make some real live profits. And honestly, guys, you're not going to develop a trading personality, and you're not going to develop a risk appetite for Forex until you get in your live account. You may discipline yourself on this demo account. You're like, okay, I'm gonna stick to 0.01, and then you get on your live account and you just throwing standard lots. Like, it just, I don't know what it is, but that just happens to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying, guys? So I'm trying to really keep it real with you all and let you all know I had a goal of $50 a day in the beginning. And when I met that goal, I made a withdrawal of $500 to show my family, like, listen, this is real. This is what I've been doing. This is why I've been grinding. This is why I've been falling asleep at my computer. Because I knew years ago that I did not want to keep going back to somebody's job. I'm keeping it real with you all.
Listen, motivation, okay?
I
Listen, I'm
knew.
trying to tell. Man.
I'm just being, they say I'm going in. I just really wanted to do this class tonight because for those of you all that know me, people like Dominique Barbie and her husband, some of the traders on here that's known me for years, they seen my struggle. They seen when I couldn't, provide for my family. They seen where I was coming from. So I was adamant about, okay, am I going to keep blowing these Forex accounts, or am I going to discipline myself and actually show myself and prove to myself and my family, my children, that I can do this thing here. So that's what I'm teaching you all. So it's all about making consistent withdrawals. Don't think like you're going to get to your first 4-figure day, within your first 90 days. It might not happen, but if you're consistently withdrawing $100, $200 here and there, who's to tell you that this is not real?
There you go. There,
right?
Hook, line, sinker. Trying to tell y'all.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, that's really what I have to say.
Listen, man. Look, I'm reading the chats and the Q&A. Guys like Joseph was like, listen, this is my first time here. I'm getting crazy nuggets. You damn right you're getting crazy nuggets, bro. We got the sauce, dip, toy, everything.
Yeah, it's
sweet tea,
real.
everything. What you want,
it's
man?
Real.
So yeah, guys. At this point, discipline and consistency is everything. This is something me and Max spoke about so many times, right?
Yeah.
Are you trading for the long haul or the short term?
Right.
You got to understand, are you in this for a year or two? Or are you in this for life? I'm being real with y'all. Listen, the people who are in it for the money, for the quick, they think it's going to learn quick, and I'm going to be a millionaire because Ryan and Coach Max are teaching me. Wrong answer. Not going to work. If you think that, Ryan's signals, Trader's signals, and everyone else's signals going to make me a millionaire. Wrong answer.
Wrong answer.
Okay, I'm trying to tell y'all, all right? What separates the good from the great? Discipline. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Ryan give me chills, y'all. He said, my favorite word.
Max, they don't hear me, yo. They don't hear me. They gonna hear me today. Listen, they gonna hear me today. If they don't hear me, they gonna hear me today. Okay, because God, discipline, y'all.
Yes.
If I had to tell y'all the difference between my 5-figure year and 6-figure in trading, it was discipline. It wasn't, I learned some new Fibonacci technique. It wasn't, I learned how to catch stop hunts and market manipulation, and I learned this unicorn, dragon, butterfly, harmonic in the chart pattern that I figured out secretly and no one else knows. Wrong answer, bro. The correct answer is discipline. The correct answer is I wasn't over leveraging. The correct answer is I traded my damn plan. I stuck to it. Whether it's 2% a trade, 3% a trade, 4% a trade, I stuck to it. I lost, I won, but I stuck to my plan. And guess what? My plan played out. Do y'all hear me? My plan played out because ironically, the most profitable times in my whole trading career is when I was the most disciplined. I'm gonna repeat that for y'all. The most
Man.
profitable times in my trading career
Wow.
is when I was the most disciplined.
Yes. And a lot of people don't understand what discipline means or what it looks like. A lot of you all think that you're in a mindset of where you have discipline, but you actually have none. And let me be 150% transparent. There's a lot of people, okay, that you may follow on social media that seem like they're profitable, but can they actually show up to a chart and show you that they're actually disciplined? Absolutely not.
Can they, Max? Hold on.
I'm just being honest with you all. Like, there's not a lot of people that I know that's actually consistently trading that can say, yes, I'm disciplined. I know too many people in this niche who have used 1,000 strategies. They're trading different pairs every single day. They don't know the behaviors of the things that they're trading. They don't know when they should be on a Forex chart, right? They don't make any consistent withdrawals, but they want to sit here and talk about what discipline looks like. For me, and I'm being completely honest with you all, when I hit my first 5 figures in trading, I blew it. I don't think y'all understand what that
That's
feels
real
like.
life. That's real life. Real life, y'all. Okay?
I see a lot of people be talking about, oh my God, I lost $4. How about let's lose 5 figures?
Let's lose 10K in a day.
Let's lose
20K. Let's
10K
lose
and
30K in a day.
20K.
I could talk to you about that. That
Right.
hurts when you
It
lose
hurt.
a house payment.
Stepping away from the chart for 2-3 months hurt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that hurt real bad.
Okay,
Real bad.
like it's not a game, so it's like, okay, that's when I was like, all right, let's take a step back.
And let's reevaluate things.
Let's take a step back and let me write down my plan. Let me write down my trading plan. Let me write down my rules to my trading plan. And let me make sure that I discipline myself to show up to a chart every day. And like Ryan has written here, to execute my trading plan. I'm at a place in my career right now where can't nobody tell me nothing. My confidence is on 100. I don't care what no other strategy says. I don't care what nothing else is going on with. This is what Coach Max is doing every day. Which is why every time y'all hop on my sessions, it's the same thing over and over and over and over. Nothing changes. They not hearing me, bro.
They not hearing you, but it's cool. I'm about to take over. Listen, they about to hear me. Listen to y'all. Have y'all been on my sessions? And I remember we were in 2 good trades. I was like in AU and EU, my favorite pairs, by the way. And someone said, yo, Ryan, look at USD I said, okay, let's look at it, buddy. We look at it. It's a super good sell, Max. I'm talking super good. I'm like,
everything
yo,
lining up, bro.
I'm like, oh snaps, yo, like we should get in this. But then I'm looking at my other 2 trades. I'm like, it goes against my trading plan, bro.
Right.
He said, are you getting in? I said, nope, but y'all can take it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
He said, what do you mean? I said, bro, my trading plan consists of, if I'm in 2 trades that I like, I stop.
You stop, and that's very important.
That's it. That's my trading plan. That is my discipline. I'm not going to be in 3, 4, 5 different trades at a time. No, sirree. You're not going to catch me. No. All right? I'm trying to tell y'all. So when you have discipline, when you have your trade plan, you have structure. You have a roadmap. You have something to abide by.
Ooh,
and we need to follow it. If you need help creating it, Max is here. I'm here. There's a lot of other traders. Your upline is here. It is not that hard. Max and I will create video content for you guys. Okay? But I'm trying to tell you, if you don't have one, you better get one.
If you don't have a trading plan, guys, to be honest with you, what you're doing right now is you're hanging out in Las Vegas at the casino because you're gambling. That's what you do when you don't have a trading plan, when you don't have the mindset of, okay, when I go into this market, all I'm going in there for is my 20 or my 30 or my 50 pips, and I'm getting out. If that's your trading plan. Or if you're more intraday swing trader, I'm going in for this swing only. I'm going in for this move only. Only when the market presents these conditions, I'm taking the trade.
Right.
Not because somebody said something, not because, 5 other traders is analyzing this pair right now, I'm just gonna hop in on it. Like, that's not consistent. You know what I'm saying? So it is very, very important to have structure in your life and to have discipline about yourself, then go into the forex market and say, okay, this is the things I'm gonna do.
Right.
Okay.
You develop your trade plan, follow your trade plan, and you execute your trade plan.
Correct.
Win, lose, or draw, you will learn which will aid in your development as a trader.
Oh, can we talk about it real quick? Because I wrote down losses, bro. We're supposed to go into a whole thing about losses, but let me talk about that. Let me explain something to you all. Okay, this is something that really aggravates me as a mentor. When people come to me and they send me screenshots of their charts, and they're like, oh well, I lost the trade. Did you lose the trade, or did you prematurely close your trade before you allowed it to play out?
Ooh.
Because that's not discipline.
We gonna talk about that later. I got a whole segment on that. So go ahead, Max.
I just wanted to bring that up. Like, there's a difference between you actually losing a trade and or you closing out your trade in the negative because you felt like it wasn't gonna go the other way. Your emotions is tied into this thing.
Right. You know how many times that if I had a nickel for every time I went in drawdown and someone said I need a glass of wine because we're in 5 pips drawdown. I said, girl, you need a wine for 5 pips drawdown. We're in 5 pips drawdown, and people going, oh my god,
losing their mind.
It's like the whole house on fire. You ready to scream? What? You understand? And then people say it's going up, it's going down. I said I don't care. I'm trusting my analysis. Now whether I win, whether I lose, doesn't matter to me because I'm going to learn from it.
Correct. And that's real. And I see a question in the chat. How long do you know you're supposed to wait? Well, first and foremost, when you enter a trade, you're going to be in the red because of your spread. So that's number one. Number two, if you do an analysis and you come up with a trading plan and you have a stop loss and take profit and you enter both of these numbers into your MT4, why did you put a stop loss and why did you put a take profit if all you're going to do is exit the trade before it hit either level? Like, you're not even allowing it to play out.
Not even letting it to breathe, girl.
You're not even giving it time. You're just like, oh, I caught 2 pips, I'm out. You're not in the market to catch 2 pips. You're in the market to make money. You're in the market to become profitable.
Go ahead.
Right?
Explain that desk again. Go ahead.
Ooh, child, listen.
All right, so listen. I want to play a game here. It's called Things That Kill Traders. That's the game we're about to play, Max. Things that kill traders.
Wow.
I have a whole segment on this, you guys. Oh, this is gonna be real fun.
This is
Things that kill traders. Okay, we have a whole segment on this. So, Max, switching from strategy to strategy, never becoming solid in one thing.
Bruh.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Bruh.
You know that one person who got 50 trend lines, 5 harmonics, stochastic, RSI,
Bollinger Bands, freaking MACD.
Okay, I got the MACD, cross confirmation, divergence, slurgence, mergence, emergency into everything. I'm gonna buy in the zone and
I'm weak.
Bruh, relax. You don't need that. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
When you take 50 strategies, if you listen, you cannot take Max's strategy, my strategy,
Tradera's strategy,
Joe Blow's strategy, and put them all together and make one master concoction of a strategy and think you're gonna be successful, bro. And Max, listen. You laughing, but I used to be that guy.
I used to be that girl too.
Hello. I used to be that guy that thought, you know what? If I take his and I merge it with hers and I put it with his and then take a little bit of that and sprinkle a little bit of this, I'm gonna be super good.
Yeah.
Because they're all good traders. So let me put everything together that all of them do, and I'm gonna be nope.
Bro, somebody said I'm over here like with tears in my eyes right now.
It doesn't work like that. No.
Somebody said Picasso of the charts, like just looking like a straight piece of art. This is crazy.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So listen, y'all. What you need to do is master one strategy. Now listen, you can master a few, but you need to master one at a time.
One at a time. Yeah.
Do you hear me? One at a time. You should not be trying to master 5, 6 different strategies at a time.
Correct.
Okay, you can merge things together, which there's nothing wrong, but you have to individually know everything about that strategy. Okay, so again, this is one thing that kills traders, Max. If it's not one of the biggest things, I believe, is switching from strategy to strategy, thinking you're gonna be profitable because this one's not working. But you're like, oh, you see, someone else has the holy grail. Oh, let me go to that one. Then another person has a 99% accurate strategy. Oh, let me go to that. Oh, someone else
Yeah.
has an AI that makes 50% profit in the day. Oh, let me
Right.
copy what he does. Like, wrong. Stick to one.
Yeah.
All right. Consistently track the progression and progress of that over time, and then
Correct.
make that decision for yourself whether it's good enough for you or not.
Correct. And this is so good. Somebody said they feel like they're having a parental sit down right now. Like this
Because
is
that's
that
what we are.
this is
Max
what
is your mom and I'm your dad, and that's what we're having right now. Sit down right
we're
now.
having a family
We're
meeting.
having a family meeting, y'all. Do you understand? All right. So here's the next slide. Things that kill traders: not mastering a few pairs first. Ooh.
My goodness.
Stick to 1 to 3 pairs and learn the natural flow of that. Did we not talk about that earlier, Max?
Yes, and I definitely need to discuss this in full detail after you finish this slide. I
So
have
go
to
ahead.
share my
Skipping from pair
screen.
to pair can hinder your growth more than help it. Go ahead, Max. Talk to
I
me.
have to share my screen, bro, because you just really
Oh God. Oh
uh,
God. Oh
stop
God.
sharing your screen so I can
Go
share my
ahead.
screen
Share.
because
Look, she about to
Ryan
take over.
he just brought it out. So I just feel like it's time for me to just say what I got to say about this because this is super important. So somebody said they feel like they had an intervention. Y'all are so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, okay. Lovely people of Trade Era. Okay, let me take off this. So, okay. Let me come off of this. Let's go to Euro USD, which is a major. All right. Y'all, okay. Let's talk about chart time. What does it mean to study a pair? What does it mean to consistently follow a pair? How do you know when to show up to a chart? This is really important, okay? I see this question has been asked about 50 times since we got started. So I'm gonna show you guys how I think a newbie should come to a chart, or anybody rather, should do chart time. That's what I like to call it. Okay, that means you're getting familiar with your pair that you study. So let's say we were looking at Euro USD. I have my watermark on. Okay, I'm on the hourly time frame. This is what I teach all newbies, and this is something that I taught this morning. When you come to the hourly time frame, guys, okay, the first things first, what time zone do you live in? Okay, this is going to be very important for what I'm about to teach you. So wherever you are in alignment in the world, whether it be London, New York, I'm in alignment with the New York time, Chicago, wherever you are in the world, come find your time zone. You know that there's 24 hours in a day, right? We're on an hourly time frame. So each one of these candles represent 60 minutes, right? Everybody following me so far. On tradingview.com, they have a very special tool that I love to teach called the session breaks.
I love it too.
Okay, the session breaks.
Yep.
So what do the session breaks show you? Well, I know that for my time zone, okay, that there's volume in the market. I was showing you guys that earlier. I feel like teaching now.
Go ahead.
Where we at? There's volume in the market at certain times, okay? See, the higher these bars go, there's volume in the market at certain times. So how do you know as a trader when to get in the market and how to prepare yourself? When you put on these session breaks on an hourly time frame, for me, for New York session, I know that my session opens at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So one of the things I like to do, guys, is I like to teach this. You can get a vertical line, okay? And I know for the euro dollar that the euro starts to move at London session, right? So if I come and I find, this is midnight where it says 00. If I come and I find 2 a.m. Eastern, which is right here, that's the 2 o'clock candle, 2 o'clock in the morning, right before London session opens, right? So if I get myself in position and I sit here and study this pair and I say, okay, if I'm coming in the market for, let's say, 20 pips, right? Because that's what I teach, right? So at 3 o'clock in the morning, You can't tell me that I can't come to the chart and it moved over 80 pips during market open for that time frame. So this is why you should consistently follow 1 to 3 pairs. So you're knowing that this pair moves at London. This is all Asian session. These small candles, we don't want to get in the market. We don't want to be in the market when there's no volume.
Right.
I want to be in the market when buyers and sellers are in the market because I'm here to make some money.
Can I say something real quick, Max, before you continue? I remember when you were in one trade, I think it was Euro odd, and it was like at 6 p.m. You're like, bro, I'm taking a sell. I'm like, why are you selling at this time?
Right.
You're like, bro, it moves around this time. I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Guess what, y'all? That thing went like 40, 50, 60 pips.
And we on the call. We was on Zoom.
I was like, God damn. Okay then.
Right.
But guess what? It was because you knew that pair. You knew that around the session times, you're like, yo, this thing moves around this time.
At this time.
It comes with experience. It comes with learning the pairs. Each pair moves differently. It operates at different times.
Right.
I just wanted to throw that because that was a real life example when I was selling EA. So go ahead.
He was looking at me like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, like it's good right now. And so guys, check this out. So this is one whole day. Every break between these candles is 24 candles. So I know at 3 o'clock and move 80 something pips, right? The next session opens up at New York. So right here, okay, this is 7 a.m. This is an hour before New York session opens at 8 a.m. You can't tell me that you couldn't come back to the chart and you guys see this number right here, 56. Right. It moved 56 pips. Mm-hmm. So you could have literally made your money for the day between 2 different sessions by coming back and doing chart time. When you come back any other day, let's find 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This 8 a.m. Eastern. New York session, we had volume in the market. Over 100 pips. This is why Ryan like EU. Check this out. This day, let's see here. 2 a.m. Eastern. Mm-hmm. Right here. This is a what? Engulfing pattern. Ooh, now we're talking about the candlesticks on the hourly. Mm-hmm. What happened? Price moved up.
Talk to me nice.
75 pips. Not only did it happen during London, but guess what happened? New York session, we had a what? Reversal candlestick. Right here. What happened next? I don't know. Price dropped 70 pips maybe.
Right. Beautiful.
Chart time. What does chart time look like, guys? I hope somebody
gets too much. Chill. All right, get you off the screen share. Chill. It's my turn now. You giving too much, man.
All right.
You're giving too much. All right. People are only paying $99. Let's be real here. Okay?
Share your screen again. I just had to show them that really quickly because
yo.
I'm just saying.
Oh wait, hold on.
Tony said you've done that and it's made a big difference. Mm-hmm. Somebody said they screaming right now.
I'm done. All right, so listen, y'all. We just went over the importance of sticking to 1 to 3 pairs. I mean, we spoke about it earlier, but Max is really, really dived in. Why it's imperative is because you will understand the highs, you will understand the lows, you'll understand how it fluctuates, what Fibonacci retracements it likes to come to. These are all things that you'll understand, right? So you have to take the time to master 1 to 3 pairs. Like I said, the most successful traders I know all master 1 to 3 pairs. They don't have 50 different pairs. Just like Max said, if there's a new pair she's testing, guess what? Like, I don't trade U30. I'm actually demoing U30. I can easily load $1,000, $2,000 account Max or something and go live right away. But guess what? I don't really trade U30, y'all. So I'm demoing on U30. Just so I can understand the flow. Just so I can understand the
behavior. Yes.
Right. And you got to do a small lot size for U30 and all these other crazy pairs. So even myself, I utilize that. Okay?
Correct.
So exactly, skipping from pair to pair can hinder your growth more than help it. So just so you guys know that, all right, that's one of the key elements of studying with chart time is stick to a few pairs, don't bounce around, and really understand their natural tendencies, okay?
Right.
So the next thing, oh God,
Oh my goodness. Let me
Max.
get something to drink to talk about this.
Things
Lord
that
have
kill
mercy.
traders. This is my favorite game. Don't you like this game?
This is my favorite
This
thing
is
to
my
talk
favorite
about.
game. Things that kill traders, y'all.
Yes.
Emotional desperation. If you
Emotional
cannot afford
desperation.
to lose the money in your trading account, then you should not be trading at that amount to begin with. Do y'all hear me? Start small, get comfortable first, and slowly build your account. If you have 500 right now and you scared to lose that 500, what you should probably do is withdraw like 450 out of that and leave $50 in.
Right.
Okay? Does that sound like a more plausible idea, Max? You know, instead of worrying about, oh my God, I'm in a little bit of drawdown. Oh my God, I'm down 20, 30 bucks. It's my last 500. Listen, y'all, I get it. I get it because I did it too.
Right.
I get it. We get it. Max gets it. Haven't you done that too, sis? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. And listen, do good things come from desperation in trading?
No.
No, it doesn't. Because what happens is you become emotionally attached to the money. You see, when you become disciplined, you also become unemotional. Okay?
You detach your
become
emotion.
like a robot. You become, as Max said, detached. Okay? But listen, when you have your last bit, when you have $500 in your account and you're like, yo, I gotta pay bills by literally next week, otherwise my lights will cut off. Yeah, you better find a different hustle unless you've been trading for 4, 5, 6 years and you know exactly what the hell you're doing. And even then, it's still difficult.
Right.
Because I've traded in desperate situations where I needed the money, Max, and I've traded in non-desperate situations where I didn't need the money. And trust me, I always do better when I don't need the money. I don't know. It's like law of attraction. I swear it is. I know y'all don't believe in that, but some of y'all do. But when you just believe things are going to come to you abundantly, they do. You know, but
right.
if you're in this constant state of need, of fear, you're going to attract that fear.
It's really the fear. Yeah, it really is the fear. And when we say emotional desperation, guys, like being desperate to win a trade, like how can you be desperate to win a trade if you do your chart time and you get in position prior to your session opens and you do your market analysis and you do everything that you need to do? Listen, y'all, my trading is so relaxed. Like I come to a chart, I got my cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing music. Like, I'm just so chill because I know what my bias is. I trust my analysis. I know I'm about this life, right? My confidence is on 100. I'm like, okay, win, lose, or draw, like Ryan said, I'm placing my trade. I'm getting in because of these rules that I have written out. And this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have like a time where you meditate and you just relax and you say, okay, this is what I'm trying to do professionally. Like, this is what I'm trying to do. Why are you coming to the chart? How about that? Why are you coming to the chart? I understand you have to pay your bills, but guess what? If you don't become disciplined within yourself and if you don't just relax and understand, like, listen, this is a skill set. 3-4 years ago, Coach Max and Coach Ryan was broke as a joke.
Say it again. Well, maybe not a joke.
A couple of years ago, we were broke. I don't, it took me a long time to come in front of people and say that because I used to be so ashamed from how broke I was.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm able to get myself out of that place because I'm just like, listen, maybe I can reach somebody. Maybe I can talk to somebody that's going through this thing right here that they can resonate with what I'm talking about. I understand.
Someone hearing this, go ahead.
So don't sit there and say, man, you know, I got this money saved up. I got this $1,000 in my savings account. What I'm about to do is just throw it in my broker account and I'm going to flip it to 10K this week.
Nope.
That's not the right mindset to go into this market. The better mindset is I have $1,000 in my savings. I'm going to leave 900, but I'm going to take $100 and I'm going to multiply this to $1,000 this week and withdraw 500 so that I can to myself and my family that this is a real thing. Let me stop preaching, bro.
Yo, they're saying pass the collection plate, Max. Where is that? You got it, or do I have it? I don't know where it's at, but let's get it.
So. I'm really just trying to help somebody, and I want it to be realistic for you. So if again you can afford to lose the money in your trading account, Don't come to your coaches and your mentors and say,
Right,
oh
y'all.
my goodness, I took a loss. Guys, we done took 5-figure losses in one day.
Yo, it brings tears to my eyes thinking about it, y'all.
Bro, I'm saying like, bro,
Y'all think y'all know it's like. I mean, some of y'all do, but to lose 10K, lose 20K, 30K,
it is crazy.
Listen, yo, it hurts. When I say hurts, it hurts, y'all.
It's crazy. Like, thinking back about it, but it's like we done made way more than that. But just thinking back about it, it's like, yo.
It's still like, dang. And a lot of it was unnecessary losses. A lot of it is because it was out of desperation, or you didn't follow your trade plan, or you missed something like stupidly, like you didn't prepare. How many times did you get to a chart, Max, and you just took a trade without even analyzing the higher time frame, and you got caught?
Right,
you got caught in the 15 minute.
We
like
were
scalp.
talking about this.
Oh,
we were
it
talking
happens
about
to me all the time, and like it doesn't happen to me as much anymore, but it used to happen to me so much.
We were talking about being lazy, guys.
Being lazy with the charts.
Being lazy with your chart time.
5 minutes to mark up your charts properly. You just rush it because you think you're so good. Because
you think you're an expert. So you making 6 figures now, bro. So what you not going to analyze
now you get
chart?
lazy. You make it 6 figures, Max. So now guess what? I'm just going to trade off my phone.
Right.
And I'm not going to do a high, my higher time frame analysis, my TBA.
Right. I'm just gonna look at the 5 minute and I'm just gonna take an entry. Whatever happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 5 lots and just scalp this thing.
This is what I'm gonna do real quick. Like that. I don't understand it.
I'm a beast. I'm a dog. I'm a goblin. Like come on, man. Like I don't gotta look at these charts, man. I'm a beat. That listen, man. Pride, ego,
yes,
all get in the way of trading, y'all.
I want to see something real, and this is for the real people that's keeping it 100. Right. If you was in the market in the last 3 months and you got super emotional and you felt like you was being desperate to win your trade, drop a number 5 in the chat if I'm talking to you. I just want to see if we really talking to some real people tonight. If you was emotional and you was just desperate and you just was being lazy on your charts and not completely doing what you was supposed to do, let's just have a moment of honesty for the people that we're talking to. So it looks like we're talking to some people, bro.
We are. I can't even see the chat, but I know it's busting.
It is going ham right now. Okay. All right. We're talking to some real people. Wonderful. Let's move along.
All right. So we're going to continue with the game. Things that kill traders.
Oh, man.
Not trusting your analysis.
Not trusting your analysis.
How will you ever improve if you never stick to your guns?
Man.
And trust what you learned will pan out properly. Drawdown is natural. Losing is natural, y'all.
Yeah.
Not learning from your mistakes. That's unnatural. That's where you're messing up.
Right.
Okay. So this is kind of just reiterating what we were speaking about earlier. But these kind of things really kill traders. Is not trusting your analysis, right? There's been Max has had losing days on sessions. Mm-hmm. I have had losing days on sessions. It happens. We're not perfect. We're not gonna kill every session for y'all. But guess what? Just because it lost, it's not gonna affect our next trade.
No.
Right? We're not gonna mentally like, oh man, I lost a trade. I guess we suck, Max. I guess
my students already know because I sit there and be like, yeah, I'm sitting on my hands. I trust my analysis. We're gonna watch this thing play out.
Right.
They know how I am already. Like we're gonna watch it.
Max, it's like 5 pips to your stop loss. Should we get out?
No.
All right then. Exactly. If it hits my stop loss, bro, then it hits it. Okay.
Then we're gonna have to analyze why I hit it.
Talk to him.
Talk to
him. Trust in your analysis, y'all. Okay. There's even been times where on live trade sessions, I will sell an AU, and then I remember AU dropped like 10 pips and shot up like 30, hit our stop loss. I'm like, wait, what? I reanalyzed. I'm like, wait, y'all, we can buy now. We're gonna buy. I don't know if y'all remember that session. I was like, yo, we can buy, and then literally shot up like 30, 40 pips as we bought. Some people caught it, some people didn't because it was so quick, man. It was on a dime, right? But just because the market was reversing on me, I didn't like, oh my God, I didn't get shaken out. I was like,
reanalyzed,
and I got in a different trade. And I realized, oh snaps, now I have a different market. I'm reacting to the market. I'm not, pushing my bias onto the market. I'm just reacting to what the market was giving me. And at the time, I thought I was going to sell, right? Hit my stop loss, cool. I lost 5%, 3%, 2%, whatever. Now we get back in at another 2-3%. And then You made it back. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So I trust my analysis, whether it's good, whether it's bad, win, lose, draw, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter, y'all. So as a trader, this is the mindset. Listen, this is the mindset of a
This really
six-figure
is.
trader, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the whole webinar is about. It's not about trend lines and support and resistance. You have to mentally put yourself in a position where you can now function as a six-figure trader. Once you
Period.
get there mentally, the money will come. The
Yes,
chart
it
knowledge will
will.
come.
You know what it is, bro? Let me address this second part. How will you ever improve if you're never sticking to your guns? Let me explain something to y'all. I was at a low, depressed, just dark time in my life, right? And all I kept picturing was, what does my life look like if I quit on my daughter?
Oh.
That's all I kept picturing to myself. Like, what am I gonna tell her? Like, when Christmas come around and no baby, we can't do anything because mommy doesn't have it. It was that deep for me. So it was like, do I sit here and cry about this one trade that lost, or do I keep showing back up to this $6.6 trillion a day industry and get my piece of the pie for today for me and my family?
Forever.
What it is gonna be?
Let's go.
Listen, bro, I really wasn't trying to preach tonight, but
Let's go.
It's time for me to start
Let's
talking
go.
about that why. Like, it seemed like it's time for me to start talking about my why. I don't sugarcoat what I've been through, and I just don't do that no more because somebody needs to hear it.
Someone
So
do.
my whole thing is this. Are you gonna sit here and cry and get down and get, depressed and not do your personal development and not write out your Forex affirmations that you will be profitable and affirm these things into your life? Or are you gonna sit here and keep showing up? That's that simple. Every day I come onto a chart, I learn something new. Ryan was on my sessions. He was like, oh my God, like, you teaching me stuff. I'm on his sessions and he's teaching me stuff. That's what it is. You keep growing. You have to improve yourself every day, but you won't if you don't trust yourself. Let me talk to the women real quick, bro. I know you want to talk, but I have to talk to the ladies real quick.
Go ahead.
To all my mothers, my wives, my caretakers, let me explain something to y'all. There's nothing else in the world that you can do that you can actually make money and profit from the house, take care of the kids, multitask, and do everything that we do on a day-to-day basis, like Forex. So if you're sitting here and you're like looking at other things, you're not focused on this, you're not giving it your all, you're doing yourself and your children or whoever it is that you take care of a major disservice. It brings me joy every day to be able to be there for my daughter when she's sick and not have to rely on a job. Shout out to the people that love working where they work at. I'm sorry, that was not for me. My daughter will be 3 years old in 2 weeks. And when she was an infant, I had to listen to somebody tell me, no, you can't be there. I don't know where y'all are at, but I'm talking to somebody. So here I am today telling you that I'm 27 years old. I have made it out the struggle. I have broke through the struggle, and you can do it too if you put your mind to it. If you build up the confidence and listen to your mentors and coaches that you have around you, and you say, you know what, they've done it, so let me borrow their belief for a second. Let me trust myself despite of what people are saying around me because it's work for them. So if these are real people who have real results and who have done this thing, and let me make it clear, I have not yet arrived because I'm on my way to 7 figures in trading, period.
Let's go. We hitting it this year, Max? What's up?
I'm not even at a place in my mind where I feel like I'm actually successful because I have trading buddies who have done 5 million last year. So what are you doing, Max? Okay, y'all doing 5 million. I'm coming for 10. What we doing? That's my mindset. You understand what I'm saying, guys? I'm preaching to somebody. I just don't know who it is.
Listen, man, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna be quiet now.
If they didn't hear you earlier, they heard you. Like the chat's going off right now. See, all the ladies showing you love right now. I'm just letting you know.
I'm just gonna be
all
quiet.
The ladies, they're showing you mad love right now in the chat. No, you're not seeing the chat, but
I'm just gonna be quiet. I just had to.
It's going crazy. It's going. But listen, I'm keeping it real, Max. Like most people, they don't know what it's like to lose 10K, lose your whole account that you've been building in a month, and then now you gotta pay your daughter's tuition.
And you still gotta
and you don't know how you're gonna pay it, so you put your last $500 in a trading account. and try to flip it or try to grow it so you can pay next week. I've done stuff like that.
Right.
You feel me? I've been to the low where it's like, yo, if I don't make money this week, if I don't flip this $200 to $2K, yo, my daughter can't go to school. My daughter is not gonna get groceries.
No diapers. What we doing?
Like
nothing.
Yo, it got that real for me. And do you know how bad it is when you lose that?
Right.
When I'm talking like daughter can't go to school, and I lost the money. I put 500 in the market and I lost it. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, that's why we're teaching you guys. It was not a crazy uphill journey. It wasn't like stair step to success. Oh, you hit 1K, the 2K days, the 5K days. It goes up, it goes down. But what happens is once you have people who can guide you, you have like Coach Max, you have myself, you have the other leaders, right? We can help prevent a lot of these things that you guys are going through.
Correct.
We can help you. We can minimize your learning curve to where it doesn't take you 5-6 years like myself. It doesn't take you 3 years like it took Max. It can literally take you a couple months.
Couple of months. Yes.
You feel me? To get to the level where we're at, or almost to our level.
Right.
I have people that I talk to now, and because of our sessions, Max, they're getting stuff and they're newbies. And I swear it's like back in, if I had to go in hindsight, it's like literally like 2-3 years of my trading. Like, so they literally got 2-3 years of my trade knowledge in literally like 1 or 2 months with us.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like when I first started, guys, I started off in a different company, and it wasn't this saucy. It really wasn't. We didn't get all of this here. We were taught to depend on software. We weren't taught to really read the charts. So it's like, you guys don't understand the value that you have here and where you can be if you just change your mindset about this market. Yes, you trying to make money. Yes, you trying to change your life. All of that's gonna come, but discipline yourself to do your chart time. Discipline yourself to trust your analysis and stop, listening to everybody else. I understand if you post in charts and you want us to review your trend lines and your structure. I understand that. But listening to other people's opinions while you're trying to grow is gonna throw you off. Right. So you have to trust yourself. I can't preach that enough. Trust yourself. Like me and Ryan, sometimes we look at the same pairs and I'm like, no, bro. What I see is this, okay? Right. So like, I don't care what you're talking about.
All the time. Feel me? Like, come on now.
Mind you, we both be profitable, but we just see different things sometimes, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Trust yourself.
So my next and last slide for y'all before we get into like, our last notes, and me and Max get off this, a little bit. Probably not. Who knows?
Right.
The last things that kill traders. Obviously, the biggest thing is over leveraging, especially without a trade plan. So you use this to structure your trade, and I've went over this multitude of times, guys. Right, with the compound daily calculator, right? So what happens is, again here, and I'll post
take off the weekends before you start, bro.
Of course. I'm about to go over it now. All right, so let's say we start with $1,000, y'all, and we do, let's say a modest 3%. Okay, over, let's say 120 days. Okay, which is roughly like what, 4 months? Okay. Then what we can do is now calculate that, and you now turned your $1,000 into $34,000.
Wow.
In about 4 months, guys, with 3% risk, which is very good, actually. Very, very good. And so it's not about, oh, you're going to magically turn 1,000 to 34. It's about showing you the power and the leverage of compounding small percentages over time. Time. Y'all hear me?
Not
over
withdrawals.
time.
This is over time, though.
Okay. So on your first day, Max, all you're trying to make is $30.
That's it.
$30. Okay?
We're not trying to become millionaires tomorrow. We just trying to compound.
Are you trying to flip the 1K to 10K in one day? No.
Right.
No. Stick to your plan, especially everyone who's new, for everyone who's struggling. or anyone who doesn't have a trade plan structured, this is how you follow it, right? You
Right.
get a trade plan just like this, and you start with $30, guys, right? The next day you do $30.90, $31, and you see how the total principal slowly grows, your equity slowly grows,
Mm-hmm.
and then literally after 30 days, that 1,000 is what? Now 2,400.
And honestly, at that point, bro, I would have took my 1,000 and put it in the bank.
Right,
I'm just being honest with
exactly. At that point, exactly, you take your 1,000 that me was talking about, right? You make a good 1,000% or not 1,000%, 200%, 250% actually,
you.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You take a good chunk of that. You take 30, 40, 50, 60% of your profits. You put that into your savings. You lock that in, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
you go back at it again and you just continue to compound. You continue to compound, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's say after 60 days after this, you're at 5K, right?
I'm
I mean,
taking
at this
half and I'm
point,
putting it
when
in the bank,
when
bro.
you turn that 1K to like 5K and you're making
Mm-hmm.
$200 every week, you should be withdrawing.
Every
Every
week.
week you should be hitting 2, 3, 4, 5, even if it's just $500 a week, max, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something.
But hold on, Ryan. Hold up.
Yeah.
$500 a week, bro. If I
Mhm.
multiply that by 4, that's
Mhm.
$2,000 a month that
Right.
I'm trading and putting in my bank account.
Yes. What? So, are you telling me that are you doing bishop numbers right now? Is that what you're trying to
So
tell
are
me?
you telling me, like, not even my residual income,
Right.
but me just trading, if I did this consistently, that I could pay maybe my car off, that
Right.
maybe I could pay some bills, that maybe I could put some food on the table for my family?
Bro, you're
Okay.
hitting bishop numbers with pips. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
In pips, bro?
In
Okay.
pips. Okay. You hitting bishop numbers and pips. So like after like 100 days, or let's say 120 days, guys, which is crazy. But if you hit 34,000, you would on the average you're making 1K days. Okay, you making noble money every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day you making noble residual. Okay, at that point you can easily pull every week a couple thousand. Like it, obviously this is way too high. You don't even have to hit any of these. You can literally
You
just take that
really
to
don't.
you
It's
can take
about,
that to 5, 6, 7K, and trust me, easily make look $200 a day.
mm-hmm.
What would $200 a day do for y'all? I it would still do a lot for me.
That's
Okay,
$1,000 a week, bro. I'll take 500,
I'll
put it
take
in the
that.
bank, and leave
I'll
the
take
other
that.
half in the
That's
trading
4K.
account.
That's 4K a week. An extra
Mm-hmm.
4K a week consistently. Come on, who doesn't want an extra 4K consistently? I don't care how rich you are. Okay,
Right.
so my point is this, y'all. Get your trade plan in order. All right, it doesn't matter if you're over leveraging. It's because you don't have this.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing what we're saying. You haven't developed a trade plan. You also probably haven't developed the saving strategy that Max and I kind of created and told you guys, where you're
Correct.
taking a percentage of your entire pot, putting it into your Forex, and then using that to grow your pot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's something I learned the hard way. Something that I used to put 1,000, 2,000. I'd flip the 2,000, Max. You've seen it. I've already told you about it. I've turned 2,000 to 20K and 4K into 30K. And guess what? At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the month, it's all gone.
Right, because you're not
It's
disciplining
all
yourself.
gone because I didn't withdraw and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have a structured trade plan.
Right.
Okay. I didn't abide by my rules, but I can trade. I know I can flip accounts, but because I didn't have discipline
Mm-hmm.
is why I messed up.
I'm
So
telling
these are
y'all,
the things that we're trying to hinder or aid you guys, right, when it comes to trading and help you avoid, because we made all the pitfalls that you guys,
all the mistakes, y'all,
all the mistakes,
all
any
the,
mistake you can think of, I've done. Max has done collectively.
like,
A lot of
it's
us have done.
embarrassing, bro. We don't even want to get too deep.
It is, but y'all need to hear the real. Y'all need to hear the real, raw, uncut truth about trading. It's not
Yes.
all glitz and glory. It's not all like dandelions and Lambos and penthouses and
They heard
flossing
it
500K.
directly from Cody and Easton, guys. If you was on the call with the CEOs the other night, they told you their first 2 years were horrible.
Right.
But they stuck through it, and now they're multi seven-figure earners in the Forex space. Like, that's amazing. You know, it's always going to be the traders that have quit and come back and just take over. That's my story. Like, I quit this whole thing and I came back and I was like, I'm doing this thing for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to do it. You know, so nobody's holding you back but you. Ryan, that was your last slide, bro. You good?
Hey, that was the last time for that, man. You know, we can go into whatever you want to go into now, you know, but
Let me
we've been
read the
preaching.
chat. I feel like
We've been
we
preaching.
over delivered the sauce tonight, bro. This was like a lot, guys.
Yo, look, they
But
call me the weekend in the chat. Chill. Yo, what's up,
I'm
y'all?
trying to read
What's
the
up?
comments. We can take some questions, you guys. I know this was it's a lot to soak in. I know some of you all might feel, I don't want to say slightly attacked, but you don't have mentors and coaches that kind of talk to you like this, but this is real talk. And I feel like it was much needed because we deal with so much of people who inbox us and try to ask us questions about, so like, how do I get to the money? Well, the money is going to come. Believe you me, it's right in front of your face half of the time. Half of the time, some of y'all do technical analysis really well. You're just not disciplining your trading plan. It might just be one or two things that you need to tweak. You know what I'm saying? That you need to change. And that's the problem, right? Somebody said this class was excellent. This gave me so much clarity. I won't exactly, Abigail. But what I do feel, and this is from the bottom of my heart, I feel like Tradera is gonna give people some of that overnight success story. Some people are gonna be super profitable in their first 30, 60, 90 days because they have mentors. Ryan and I didn't have this in the beginning. So it took us months and months and months. Like I think I was like 18 months in when I met Ryan around that time. And I was just like, yo, I still don't get this stuff, bro. I'm gonna keep going. Like, I'm just gonna keep going for it. So I hope you all as newbies feel encouraged. If you guys have any questions for us, please ask.
Yeah, I think now we can kind of start going through the questions.
Yeah.
Because this thing been 2 hours and we still have 800 plus people on this.
And we appreciate you guys.
We really do appreciate y'all, man.
Alan has a question. Alvin, excuse me, said, I work on ships 12 hours a day. I leave next month. What's your advice for balancing both work and trading in a totally different time zone? So you can download this app, Alvin, called FX Hours. Depending on your phone, if you have Apple, I think it's like Forex Hours. If you have Android, it's FX Hours. And what this does is it's going to show you wherever you are around the world, what time zone you're in for these markets. Okay, so it's really important for you to just know wherever you are around the world that you can still get into the Forex market because the Forex market moves 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, right? So you just want to balance out pairs that move in your time zone. So you might have to change your trading plan when you go away, okay? If you're on a daily time frame, yes, I said FX hours, correct. Somebody said over delivered is an understatement.
Yo, man, I need a drink right now. Like
I'm telling you, my head is hurting because I really gave a lot. Like Tracy said, what should I look for when choosing pairs? Volume, trend. So Tracy, my number one thing is when you're looking for pairs, you want to go ahead and look for what can you trade that revolves around your lifestyle.
Right.
That's the number one thing. You don't want to choose something that's going to be too difficult for you to trade. Like me personally, I'm not getting up in the middle of the night anymore. So I don't really focus on pound-based pairs, for example. So I trade New York session and I trade Asian session most of the time. So you want to pick pairs that move and revolve around you. Incorporate Forex into your life. And that's how you choose the pairs that you trade, okay? You want to learn the step-by-step strategy? Me and Ryan go over that when we're trading. So what you're talking about is confluence and confirmation as to why you're getting in a trade, what to do step-by-step. That's talked about on the live sessions, guys. Today's just Monday. We're about to kill the rest of this week.
Right.
This chat moving so fast, y'all.
Guys, if you got value, guys, all I ask is that you guys tag us on Facebook or Instagram. Let us know, mention us, whatever that you guys got value from this, that you guys love this. Because again, y'all know when me and Max link up, it's dangerous. Okay?
It really is.
Dangerous. All right.
Real life.
But we don't do it all the time, but for y'all, sometimes we got to come out the woodworks and give y'all some fire.
And we really could give y'all so much more. Like this was
so
like
much more.
But
like how much we can keep going on for another 2-3 hours, but come on,
Like,
what's that? Like, seriously.
right. It's a Monday. We just wanted to really just give y'all a foundation. We might have to start doing the mindset Mondays, bro. We might have to do this. I don't know.
Yeah. you already got it. Mindset Monday. You already got it down. Like,
Mindset Monday, Money Monday, something like that. We might have to.
Gosh.
This is gonna give you guys the foundation to go into this week. Y'all gonna have a whole different mindset this week, and I'm super, super excited about that. Somebody says they feel encouraged as a newbie. How do you make a good trading plan? We'll talk about that this week. Going into our classes, because when we're executing trades on these live sessions, guys, you kind of get to see the whole walkthrough of what we do. Okay. So if you guys missed my intro to Forex masterclass, a lot of your questions here has been answered. I'll post the replay. I didn't post it this morning. But I'll post the replay because I answered a lot of these questions about stop loss and how do you get the candlestick countdown time. This is tradingview.com that you're looking at right now, which is a web based browser that you can do charting on. So no matter what time frame you're on, you're going to see the time of the candles. Okay, so we're not really teaching you guys MetaTrader 4 desktop. Okay, so you might need like an indicator for that on that, but on this you don't. It's just integrated.
Right. So like, for instance, this is, if you guys are looking at my chart, like this is the 1 hour, you see how right here it says 42.50. So it's literally 42 minutes and 47 or 46 seconds, and that's going to be the next close of this hourly candle. And so you'll always see the next close of the candle right there, guys. Okay.
Somebody said this took like 90% of my success blog. When is the next live trading session, guys? Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. with Ryan.
Yep. Let's get it.
We got a lot of sauce for you guys this week. A lot of sauce coming up.
A lot of, man.
It's like
it's jam-packed this week, yo.
Yeah, this week is jam-packed for real.
It's jam-packed this week. That's all I'm gonna say.
What? Somebody said Ryan, follow up with me. Oh, okay. Is the intraday strategy in the back office a good place to start with technicals? You should be going through your technical analysis in the Tradera launch manual. That's where you should start. You shouldn't just start off with the strategy. If you have some experience, I still suggest you follow the course, guys, and follow the plan that we kind of put out for you. Because me, even being an experienced trader, when I came to Tradera, I think I was at like 60-70% wins. And as soon as I went through this course, I upped myself to about 85-90%. Just going over some of the things in the back office. It's really good content, so don't skip over anything. Okay. Let's see. Appreciate the jewels. I was lost before, but I started getting better since joining you guys. We appreciate that.
Really appreciate that.
We appreciate you guys.
So
there's no way we cannot have these they said they need these mindset Mondays.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Yep, it's getting real, Max. What can I say, man?
It is. There is a live session tonight for London, Devin. This has been such a blessing. I learn something every time with you guys.
Right, guys. Awesome. I honestly, I feel like we're all family here, you know. And
absolutely.
I love the community that we have built and kind of created and cultivated with everyone. It's amazing, y'all. And really, I just pour into y'all, and so does Max. And because we just freely pour into y'all make profits. Y'all learn at an exponential rate that I swear I wish I had when I first started.
I swear I would have been like 8 figures by now. Yes.
You know. Yes. So we appreciate all the love, you guys. And
yes, I will drop the link.
Us and you guys tell us and drop us messages. It's overwhelming at times, to be honest, but we appreciate y'all.
Somebody asked about indicators. Y'all, to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to be doing chart time and you need to get familiar and acclimated with your pairs and stuff. And really and truly, you don't need a whole bunch on your charts to trade. So this week, make a commitment to commit to 2 to 3 live sessions this week. I'm gonna say 3, at least 3. or at least catch the replays if you can't be on the live, so you can see how trades are being executed and what's our mindset and how we're going about taking trades. Okay. You joined the session at 2 a.m. your time. It was totally worth it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I really appreciate that, you guys. So I'm gonna give you guys the link to the Telegram that has the the schedule for this week. We want to make sure that you're not missing out on anything at all. Please plug your teams in, guys. If there's any serious questions that we can answer before we go, just go ahead and post it now. We'll stay on for another couple minutes. I'll hop off at 11:30, which is 9 minutes from now.
Yeah. Yo, Max, can I just tell you that some of the ladies messaged me, they said that they teared up a little bit when you were explaining everything.
Can't wait till they meet me in person.
Listen, you hear me? They felt that. They felt that. Okay? I was letting you know.
I have to speak from, speak real truth. I feel like, online, bro, like, because we know a lot of people in space. There's so many people out here faking it. They're not telling the truth about when they was losing. They're not being transparent. They're not talking about the bad times. They're not talking about the times where they looked at their children and cried, like, yo, I have to make something happen. Like, they don't talk about that stuff. And I feel like somebody has to talk about it.
Listen, that's why we're here.
Yep. Somebody got to talk about it. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I used to be scared. I used to be fearful. I used to be, oh my God, people gonna judge me. What happens when people find out I was really broke for real? Like, I used to think like that. But again, my mindset shifted. I'm done with that. I'm like, listen, this was what it was, y'all. It was bad. So we should do a podcast. I like that. The naked, exposed, and the transparent mentors. I like that.
Don't even get started. That's the possibility. So
yes.
Don't even start it, man.
We should call it expose the market. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Yeah, we might, y'all. Just letting y'all know. We might. Don't be surprised if it happens.
So the replay from this morning and this particular replay will be posted up in your Facebook groups, guys. If you're not a part of Lit Trade House, you can get with your group admins and they'll get it over to you.
All right. So can I stop the recording now, Max?
Yes.
Okay.